Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful evening outside, so I'm recording the notes outside in my patio. So hopefully you're enjoying this nice weather as well, but right now we have to focus on our stem changers in the preterite tense. So make sure you have your notes out. I'm going to review the present tense stem changers first and then go into the notes. So if you have any, make sure that you're listening and then you'll have time to record your notes. So your notes look a little bit differently than what the PowerPoint looks like, but it has the same information on there. So let's get started. First of all, our stem changers in the present tense. If you'll remember, the stem change occurs in the boot, all right? So outside of the boot in the nosotros and vosotros form, we have no stem change. Remember, we've got 4 different types of stem changers: E to IE, E to I, O to UE, and U to UE. Got that? And then, of course, AR, ER, and IR verbs stem change in the present tense. So hopefully that jogged your memory a little bit. All right, so moving on to our stem changers in the preterite tense. All right, they're a little bit different, but we've got some similarities. So here we go. We call these flip-flop verbs. So the stem change occurs in the flip-flop, in the él, ella, and usted, and ellos, ellas, and ustedes conjugations. All the other 4 conjugations, no stem change in the preterite tense. All right. Only IR verbs stem change in the preterite tense. Okay, so only IR verbs stem change in the preterite tense. AR verbs and ER verbs, nope, they're normal. All right. And then in order for an IR verb to be a stem changer in the preterite tense, it must be a stem changer in the present tense. All right? And then the last piece of information for you is that we only have 2 types of stem changers. We have E to I and O to U stem changers in the preterite tense. All right? So you might need to hit pause and fill out those notes. And then when you're ready to move on, I want you to go through your notes and I want you to circle what verbs would be stem changers. So go ahead and hit pause, and I want you in that list to identify what verbs would be stem changers. All right? So let's see, hit pause and let's see how you do. All right, here you go. So some common verbs that stem change in the preterite tense: repetir, servir, preferir, dormir, morir, competir, mentir, and vestirse. Is this a complete list? No, but these are probably the words or verbs that you'll be working with or that you might be familiar with. All right, so now the next step on your notes is for you to just take a few minutes, hit pause, and I want you to just go ahead and fill out those conjugation charts for, I believe there are 6 verbs. All right, so go ahead and hit pause, fill those out, and you might want to either underline or highlight where that stem change occurs. All right, so hit pause and I'll go over the answers here shortly. Okay, let's see how you did. Morir is an O to U stem changer. Sorry to be negative, Nancy, it means to die. And notice mori, moriste, murió has that stem changer in the él, ella, and usted form. Morimos, moristeis, and murieron. Alright, dormir is also an O to U stem changer in the preterite tense. Dormí, dormiste, dormió, dormimos, dormisteis, and dormieron. Remember that we could also make this verb reflexive, and it still follows our same conjugation rules for reflexive verbs. We would just put that me, te, se, nos, os, and se before our conjugation. Servir means to serve. It is an E to I stem changer in the preterite tense as well as in the present tense. Serví, serviste, sirvió, servimos, servisteis, and sirvieron. Notice that with these endings, they also have the same IR endings, so that doesn't change. It's just that stem change. Competir is an E to I stem changer in the preterite tense. Compitió and compitieron. All right. Preferir. Remember, if we've got 2 E's, that stem change, it's going to be that second E. All right. So preferí, preferiste, prefirió, preferimos, preferisteis, and prefirieron. And then our last verb, pedir, means to ask for or to order. Pedí, pediste, pidió, pedimos, pedisteis, and pidieron. All right, and I think that's the last one. So pretty easy stuff. I think we just have to remember what verbs are stem changers because the only way that we know those is to memorize them. So that might be something that you're going to have to review. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, and we will continue to work with these verbs here in the next couple days. All right, thanks, guys.